Hello everybody and welcome to Mario RPG, and this is part 17, and we're continuing on from here. And so as you saw right there, I'm just kind of like running away from some enemies there because I didn't want to bother with them, like these guys here, because it's just going to be the same fight. And so now we're getting into a midway boss battle here. And this is Birdo here that we're gonna fight here. And so I mentioned a while back, like probably like last part or the part before, I had mentioned that during this part of my recording I had gotten a phone call and I was kind of being a little sloppy. And during this boss battle right here, I actually did get a phone call during it. Probably, I would say a third in. It was about probably around the time when like this. Okay, so this battle right here, as you can see in here, and oh, by the way, the egg is red, by the way, and the outside one, it was like pink. So I don't know why it changed sprite there, but sure, whatever. But anyways, so the first part is just attacking the egg here. It does not have any turns. It's just keep going until you break it, and then this happens. And so this is Birdo, and as you know, for Birdo, it's a trans thing. So yeah, it's actually a he instead of an it, like an actual female. So yeah, but anyways, so probably about a short while fighting here, I actually get a phone call from an important phone call. Actually, I had to actually take it, and I was trying to play at the same time, and it was slightly difficult, But anyways, if you see me doing a little sloppy like tactics here, it's just because I'm trying to like do two things at once here. And as you can imagine, trying to talk on the phone and like try to like talk on the phone and do this, and it's really hard. So anyways, so the strategy with this battle here is that eventually Birdo will start doing, yeah, this right here is where I actually got the phone call, and so I'm actually trying to talk this, and then right there I'm trying to talk. Now right here, this is where I'm trying to talk and I'm trying to talk on the phone and play at the same time there. So so it happens. But anyway, so the strategy here is that Birdo will at some point start shooting these one-shot, like that right there, and it does an insane amount of damage if you do not like defense against it. So the real strategy is have everyone defend. It doesn't matter, you know what's going on. Just have Peach kind of be the one that heals everybody, and then have Mario, have Bowser and Mario just defend. And eventually what will happen is those one-shot egg shots there will actually bounce off, and it will bounce off, and you'll have some. It will be kind of like a bomb that you can attack and explode in front of Birdo there. Now, as you're seeing here, Peach is actually very susceptible to these attacks there, and if you do not defend for her, then you're in big trouble. So I would actually stock up on some pick-me-ups, because I actually eventually ran out, and I was left with just Mario as who was left, and I actually ended up using my red essence item that I have, which is the only one I have. And that right there, that's what you're supposed to be doing. Now, and it does like half the damage. You still get damage, but it doesn't do a lot. So it's you know, just be careful. And let's do what I do right here, where I have Bowser defend, and then have Peach just do the healing. And then, yeah, this right here is where I think I just got off the phone right there. So, as you can see, you attack it, and then attacks Birdo for 80 damage and whatnot. So, most of the time, it was Peach that was dying, and then at some point, my strategy was getting really bad, so I was, because it's like, even if Peach does defend, it actually takes a good chunk of her health out, and if she tries to do it again, then it will actually kill her. So it's so yeah. So then right here I start using, I think I start to use my heal all items here, which does help a little bit. And so now I'm kind of having it to where now it seems like Bowser is the healer. And okay, so this is me trying to figure out what to do here. And now I believe it's like up to like 4 I think it's like up to like 4 or 5 of these eggs that go out, and it's kind of best to kind of get like a few of them, like I would say 2 or 3, and then do like an attack all attack there, so it kind of does it all in like succession. And that's just pretty much the strategy there, is to use the egg's explosion to get the damage. And oh yeah, this is pretty much what I'm doing here, and so this is me trying to figure out what to do again. And I'm actually probably, I think I end up using pretty much all my heal all items and all that, and it's not going to be working out there. So best bet is to just stock up on pick-me-ups there, and then go from there, unless you got really good defense, or I don't know, it's whatever. No, I used this bomb attack there, and it actually does nothing to it, and but it does get rid of the bombs there, so it was sort of handy, I guess. So yeah, that's pretty much the strategy here of just using the eggs there to you know, get them to explode in front of Birdo's face there, and it just does 80 damage. It's not much, but I actually kind of wish it did a little bit more than 80, but I guess it's whatever. And so yeah. So you'll see here, I'm like, should I attack or defend? And it was actually good that I defended, and it actually missed, which is weird because how did it ricochet if it missed? But it's whatever. So yeah, again, this is really the best strategy, is just defend, and then get a few of them, get a few of the eggs going, and then at some point when you cycle through to where I guess the way that I have it, you know, the Bowser is going first. You know, like for Bowser, I'm using this poison attack to actually do an attack all thing. And so then what I would do is do a turn for Peach to heal everybody, and then you might get lucky to be like this, to where you can maybe strategize to it to where you can get a good cycle going. And this is me thinking about it, and really, like I said, it's just you know, try to get as many eggs on screen as you can, because then that way you do a lot of damage in one turn, instead of, you know, getting out of turn here where where actually you have it to where like that example right there where Mario got attacked with the wrong attack there, and that's the hard thing about it, is that you don't know which attack Birdo is going to do. It might do the 1, it might do the 3 one there, and the 3 one is not the one that you want. Now I wish actually if you did the 3, it actually does 3 bombs, and then it actually makes it more easier to you know, do the attack there. See, like that right there, I wish it would have actually just bounced each one and did the 3 eggs there, and it would have done like a little bit more damage. But unfortunately, it's not going to work too well. And so right now I have to resort to using Bowser as well to, you know, to cure everybody, or anybody really. So really, it might actually help to have 2 healers in. I'm not sure if that would help either, but I don't know. So eventually what's going to happen here is that Bowser and Peach are actually going to get killed, and it's just going to be just Mario left. And it's just going to be up to Mario to deal with it. And like I said, I end up using my red essence, which what that item does is it makes you invulnerable for 3 turns. And so that means that you are going to be safe for 3 turns, and that's actually pretty cool. And all you really have to do is just defend, and you can get as many as you want, and it will help with getting more hits on Birdo there. So we're gonna see here, you know, Princess Peach is right now is in trouble, and so now I have to start using Bowser as another healer. And I kind of got a good system right here, but it kind of like falls apart after one of, like, I think Peach is the first one to go, and it's because I ran out of pick-me-ups. And you'll see here in a moment that Peach actually gets one-shotted. And so now I have I have 1 pick-me-up left. And so that's the last one. So now it's, if anybody dies, they're gonna be down, unless it's not Peach, which I believe she has the comeback skill already. Yeah, she does. And yeah, so this is what's gonna happen. So right here, Peach gets one-shotted. I have no more pick-me-ups. So now it's just, I'm gonna have to deal with it. So right now I just, I have Bowser attack, and I believe I have Mario defend. Or I try to, I'm like actually thinking on what to do here. And so I decided to defend, and so now I have to waste Bowser's turn to heal himself, which actually won't do a lot because I only have, I don't want to use up like my max mushrooms, because those heal for 255, and it's kind of like a waste. And so I defend here, and Bowser got another shot, and he is dead. So now it's a matter of Mario doing it now. So I'm like, whoa, I'm in a pickle here. So right now, that miss, that would have actually one-shotted me, and I got really scared. I'm like, oh crap. So I start to use my red essence right here, and so now Mario is invincible, and I got it back, so yay. So now you'll see Mario's picture right there is actually kind of doing this little flashy animation now around him, and that just means that he's invincible right now. And now it's just a matter of defending. And it will do no damage whatsoever, so just keep defending. And eventually you can get a few of them going. And so what I do here is I do the ultra jump. Just so I can attack everybody. This probably won't do much for Birdo, but the explosions there will actually get rid of Birdo. Or actually, that was actually enough to actually get rid of Birdo. And so that's it, really. Those eggs there will actually explode, and that will be it. And that was actually a very close call. So we get a little emulator achievement for defeating Birdo there, and so we get 20 experience and 30 coins. And so yeah, see, like I said, the egg right here is pink, but when we were in the battle there, it was like all red for some reason. But whatever. So that key opens this door. And so now just hold on tight, because this fan will actually blow you off the little platform there. And I guess you could try to time this fork guy, but it's whatever. I cut it out because it was the same battle layout as before there. We've already seen these guys, a lot of these enemies here. So if you examine this door here, this is actually where Mallow's parents are actually being held. And there's a there's a fake note right here. I'm actually going to call it a fake note. But it says that the king is actually ill and he is sleeping, and it's just a notice of don't like enter in and disturb. So I was just getting the idea of why don't we just tear down the door there and actually see if he's actually in there and actually ill. And so we're gonna see him attempt to. And Mallow is like, nah, let's actually not do that. And he's actually thinking that if he is actually really bedridden, then it would be best for him to just, get some rest. And so Mallow doesn't want us to go in there, and we're going to have to abide by his wishes there because it's his parents. And so now we're going to have to find another way to get in there. So, so this leaves Bowser like all mad that Mallow stopped him. He's like, "Don't ever do it again." It's like he's like doing this thing like, "I'll let this go this time, but if you do it again, I'm gonna be pissed." But anyways, so if you remember that little shy away guy, this is that same one going to Queen Valentina there, and it's gonna actually warn her about us. And so we're gonna fight this chubby thing right here. No way around it. And it's I skip it because we already seen the enemy there. So here she is. Here's Queen Valentina and Dodo. And the shy away guy is actually talking about Mario defeating the piranha plant that we fought way back. And so now we're gonna get this thing to where she doesn't know who Mario is. Like they never met, and so she's like, "What is this Mario person?" And when she describes the who Mario is, it kind of sounds very similar to what Garo described as the one statue, as you can see. So now she's making connections here and kind of. I mean, she's not stupid, so it's not like she's not going to figure things out. So right now, everybody is going to, Valentina and Dodo are going to flee. And we're actually going to have to chase them down. And what's going to happen here is, since I have no pick-me-ups, I'm actually going to leave Nimbus Town here and actually go back to Monster Town to actually stock up again. And then after that, I had decided to stop recording. So this right here is using up the rest of my footage there, and I will be recording again. From that point on. And we'll be getting into battling Valentina and Dodo again. We actually have a battle with Dodo here that I could have avoided if I was quick enough, but you'll see later here what's going to happen here. So in the meantime, here we're seeing that let's see this little funny thing there, that she was actually so loud that everybody could hear the conversation. So they're gonna lead through that little back door there that's in the upper right corner, as she's doing right now. And we're gonna have to do a little chase. Nothing, you know, to where, you know, you can take your time, I guess, because it's really just depending on when you get to the screen. So yeah. So we're just gonna get a straightforward hallway back there, and it's just gonna lead. It's gonna circle around, and so you'll see how this does here. So there's a save point right here, if you need it, because we're gonna save our progress here for doing all that battling right there. And so it is possible to actually avoid all these enemies here. Now, what I was doing right here was I was thinking there were some hidden blocks here, but this right here, I fought these guys. I'm trying to run away because I didn't want to deal with these guys, because there's a treasure box that we can get that actually has a star in it, and we can actually just not even bother actually battling these guys. And you'll see here in just a moment there. This is just me trying to run away, and I let this in because these guys are new, and this you can just see what kind of attacks they have. These blue birds here are more magic based, and Bowser just got one-shotted. He is actually not doing so good. Thankfully, when you actually escape battle there, you actually just only have one health there, so just kind of be careful. And so this is me running into them again and trying to run away. We get some different people, and I'm leaving these running away things in there because they're very quick, and so we're just kind of doing it this way. And so there's a thing to where you hit underneath it like that, and then there's the star, and I'm trying to hurry down. And I just barely missed Dodo there. You can actually get Dodo with the star there and actually skip a battle between Dodo and the gang here. So, unfortunately, I didn't do that. But with that, though, Peach leveled up. So, yay. So right now we have to fight Dodo here. He's not exactly too hard. This battle actually doesn't go for too long. I will say though is that this is not going to be as hard as the Birdo fight. Dodo can actually attack for a good amount. If you actually don't do the action command, he can actually kick your ass. So kind of be careful. And just do a thing to where Peach is the one that does all the healing. Just keep everybody in good shape, and just have Mario and Bowser be, or your other two party members really. And yeah, just do normal attacks. It's not too hard really, because normal attacks do pretty well, and it's not really worth doing your special attacks there. And yeah, he just has I believe he has like 3 attacks. The one attack there where he kind of just does a flutter and then falls over, that's kind of a mute attack, and that's pretty much it really. It's really, like I said, the strategy is just keep Peach Just keep Peach being the healer there, and since she has a safety badge there, or the safety ring I should say, you don't have to worry about her getting muted or anything, so that's pretty good. And so yeah, so I do this super jump here, and I believe that was enough to actually get him. Actually does quite a bit of damage, I believe. Not too bad. So yeah, go ahead and do Mario's special jump attack there if you want. And I think with that, I think Bowser levels up. Yep. And he gets his next a special thing, which is called Crusher. And that is just a rock spike that comes up from the ground, and it does one enemy, and it's very handy. Actually does quite a bit of damage. But so there we go. So that's it for Dodo there, and he will come into play later, and we'll see some screens here that we've already been to, and this is the treasure chest that we've already gotten. And so right there, that's the well, we've been through here already. You've seen this in the previous one there when we first arrived here. And so, like I said, I'm actually going back all the way to Monster Town because that's the nearest like town or whatever. And so I'm going to stock up, and there's actually a secret thing right here that I missed. And so I'm actually gonna go in the item shop, and I'm just gonna skip the entire like menu, like the entire like process of that, because I was just getting just replenishing my stock there and all that. And right here, I was noticing that I need to heal, and if you go in this store right here, you actually get this free room that you can actually sleep in, and you actually get this little scene if you sleep here. These guys are the three musketeers. They'll tell you. It's just 3 dead enemies. You get like 2 ghosts and some dry bones. And it's just these 3. And they're going to do a little mini game to where they'll hide these flags around the world there. And if you find all 3 and come back and sleep, they'll give you an item for it. And so I actually know where they're at. So it's not going to be hard for me to figure them out. They actually give you clues on where they're at. And you'll see here, you'll pretty much just get this little scene here, and you know, you don't necessarily have to do this. I just did this here because I need to, well, first to show this off because it's kind of a neat little side thing to do. The little item that we get actually does kind of decent, but also this is a good place to sleep for free, other than Mario's place. And I think there's another place that you can sleep for free, but it's whatever. But so yeah, this is what happens here. And then after this little scene here, I actually go to the save point, and that will be it for this episode there. And I will have to do some recording again. And so, like I said, in the next episode there, we will go back to Nimbus Town, and we will deal with Valentina, and that will pretty much be it for the Nimbus Town stuff there. So we will be getting to that in the next episode there. So there we go. So anyways, that's the end of this video here. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and also follow me on Twitter, and I will catch you guys in the next video. So peace.